Today, we delve into a Hollywood mystery that has captivated generations. The glamorous life and tragic death of Marilyn Monroe have sparked countless debates, theories, and speculations over the years. Recently, an astonishing revelation has surfaced, shedding new light on the enigmatic circumstances surrounding her untimely demise. Buckle up as we explore the bombshell news: Marilyn Monroe's true cause of death confirmed by Frank Sinatra 60 years later. For decades, the official narrative has told us that Marilyn Monroe, the iconic blonde bombshell, died of a probable suicide caused by a overdose on August 5, 1962. Her death certificate cited acute poisoning, and the world mourned the loss of a star who burned too brightly and faded too soon. Yet, beneath the surface of this tragic tale lay whispers of conspiracy and foul play, whispers that have refused to be silenced over the decades. Frank Sinatra, the legendary crooner and a close confidant of Marilyn, held a secret about her death that he took to his grave, or so we thought. Thanks to the recent publication of a memoir by Tony Appadisano, Sinatra's former manager, we now have a new perspective on what might have truly happened to Marilyn Monroe. Imagine the 1960s, a time when Hollywood was a glittering facade hiding dark secrets. The names Monroe and Sinatra were synonymous with fame, beauty, and talent. However, behind the scenes, Marilyn's life was far from the picture-perfect image projected on screen. Plagued by personal struggles, failed marriages, and tumultuous affairs, Monroe was a woman on the edge. In the last days leading up to her death, Marilyn was reportedly preparing to rekindle her romance with Joe DiMaggio, her second husband, and perhaps more alarmingly, she was planning a press conference that could expose some of the most powerful men in America, the Kennedy brothers. Monroe's entanglement with John F. Kennedy and Robert Kennedy is well documented, but the full extent of what she knew and was ready to reveal has always been shrouded in mystery. Enter Frank Sinatra, a man deeply embedded in the Hollywood and political circles of his time. Sinatra and Monroe shared a close, albeit platonic, friendship. They confided in each other about their darkest fears and deepest secrets. According to Appadisano, Sinatra believed that Monroe's planned press conference posed a significant threat to the Kennedys. Monroe's knowledge of their affairs and potentially other state secrets could have been explosive, leading Sinatra to a chilling conclusion: Marilyn Monroe was murdered. Appadisano's memoir provides startling details. He recounts that Sinatra received information from various sources, including mobsters and his lawyer, Mickey Rudin, who had ties to the underworld and worked closely with Monroe. These sources claimed that Monroe was administered a lethal Nembule suppository, implicating either the Kennedys or the Mafia in her death. Sinatra himself was haunted by these allegations, believing that if Monroe had not announced her press conference, she might have lived much longer. As we unravel this new layer of the Monroe mystery, we must ask ourselves, could Sinatra's suspicions be true? Was Marilyn Monroe silenced to protect the powerful secret she held? Or was it simply the tragic end of a star overwhelmed by her demons? The revelations from Appadisano's memoir compel us to re-examine the events of that fateful night in 1962. Marilyn Monroe, born Norma Jean Mortensen on June 1, 1926, in Los Angeles, California, was an iconic American actress, singer, and model who became one of the most enduring symbols of Hollywood glamour and sex appeal. A series of dramatic personal and professional highs and lows marked her life. Early life. Norma Jean's mother, Gladys Pearl Baker, was a film cutter at RKO Pictures, but struggled with severe mental health issues, including paranoid schizophrenia. Gladys was not married at the time of Norma Jean's birth, leading to uncertainties about her paternity. For the first 7 years of her life, Norma Jean lived with foster parents Albert and Ida Bolender in Hawthorne, California. Gladys's mental health deteriorated further when Norma Jean was 7, resulting in her being placed in a series of foster homes and eventually an orphanage. Despite the chaotic environment, Norma Jean found solace in the movies, dreaming of a future as a film star. Early marriage. At 16, to escape the foster care system and avoid being sent back to an orphanage, Norma Jean married James Dougherty, a neighbor 5 years her senior. They married in 1942, just weeks after her 16th birthday. While James went off to fight in World War II, Norma Jean took up work in a munitions factory, which led to her discovery by photographer David Conover. He photographed her for a series of morale-boosting images of factory workers, sparking her interest in modeling, transitioned to modeling and acting. With Dougherty overseas, Norma Jean began modeling full-time, dyeing her brunette hair blonde and adopting the stage name Marilyn Monroe. She quickly gained success as a model, gracing the covers of numerous magazines. This exposure caught the attention of 20th Century Fox, leading to a screen test and her first film contract in 1946. She officially changed her name to Marilyn Monroe, combining the first name of Broadway star Marilyn Miller with her mother's maiden name. Early film career. Marilyn's initial foray into Hollywood was marked by minor roles in films and a struggle to break out of typecasting. As a dumb blonde, her early film credits included minor roles in movies such as Scooter Hey, and Dangerous Years. Despite the small parts, Marilyn's presence and charisma began to draw attention. Her breakthrough came with more substantial roles in The Asphalt Jungle 1950 and All About Eve 1950, where her performances hinted at her potential for more complex roles. Rise to fame. Monroe's breakout role came in 1953, with Niagara, followed by starring roles in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes and How to Marry a Millionaire. She became a major sex symbol, celebrated for her comedic skills in The 7-Year Itch 1955 and dramatic ability in Bus Stop 1956. Monroe's personal life was as well publicized as her professional one. She married baseball legend Joe DiMaggio in 1954, but the marriage was short-lived, ending in divorce after 9 months. In 1956, she married playwright Arthur Miller, but this marriage also ended in divorce in 1961. Monroe's mental health struggles and substance abuse issues were widely reported during her career. Monroe formed her own production company in 1955, challenging the studio system. Her later films, including some like It Hot 1959 and The Misfits 1961, were critically acclaimed. Despite her professional successes, Monroe's personal life continued to unravel, with failed marriages, miscarriages, and ongoing mental health issues. Determined to improve her acting skills, Marilyn took acting classes at the Actors Lab in Hollywood and later studied under renowned acting coach Natasha Lytes. She also worked with Lee Strasberg at the Actors Studio in New York, where she honed her craft and developed her signature style, blending vulnerability and strength. Marilyn Monroe's early life was a crucible that forged her resilience and ambition. Despite facing considerable adversity, she rose to become one of Hollywood's most enduring icons, leaving an indelible mark on the film industry and popular culture. Her journey from Norma Jean Mortensen to Marilyn Monroe remains a testament to her remarkable spirit and enduring appeal. Death and legacy. The death of Marilyn Monroe on August 5, 1962, has long been a subject of speculation, conspiracy theories, and public fascination. Officially ruled a probable suicide due to acute barbiturate poisoning, Monroe's untimely demise at the age of 36 left many unanswered questions. Recently, a revelation from Tony Appadisano, Frank Sinatra's former manager, has reignited interest in the case. Appadisano's memoir, Sinatra and Me in the Wee Small Hours, brings forth Sinatra's belief that Monroe was murdered, a theory he held until his death. This article explores Sinatra's claims and the context surrounding Monroe's tragic end. Frank Sinatra's relationship. Frank Sinatra, one of the most influential entertainers of the 20th century, shared a close, albeit platonic, friendship with Marilyn Monroe. Both icons of their time, Sinatra and Monroe were deeply embedded in the Hollywood scene, mingling with a network of influential figures that spanned the entertainment industry, politics, and organized crime. This circle included high-profile personalities such as the Kennedy family, with Monroe's relationships with John F. Kennedy and Robert F. Kennedy playing a particularly significant role in the narrative surrounding her life and untimely death. Sinatra and Monroe's bond was forged through mutual respect and a deep understanding of each other's struggles. Sinatra, known for his charismatic yet tough exterior, saw beyond Monroe's glamorous facade. He recognized the vulnerability and fragility that she often masked with her public persona. Sinatra's protective nature toward Monroe was evident to those who knew them well. According to Tony Appadisano, Sinatra's former manager, Sinatra believed that Monroe was too fragile and troubled to be involved romantically. He saw her as a delicate figure in need of care and support, rather than another conquest. Their friendship was characterized by profound emotional intimacy. Monroe often confided in Sinatra, sharing her fears, anxieties, and the pressure she faced in both her personal and professional life. This was a period when Monroe was grappling with severe mental health issues, exacerbated by the intense scrutiny of her fame and her tumultuous relationships. Sinatra, who had his own battles with personal demons and the demands of stardom, provided a sympathetic ear and a source of comfort for Monroe. This close relationship afforded Sinatra a unique perspective on Monroe's life and the events leading up to her death. He was privy to her most private thoughts and the complex dynamics of her relationships with other powerful individuals, including the Kennedys. Monroe's affairs with John F. Kennedy and Robert Kennedy were not only well known but also controversial, contributing to the numerous conspiracy theories regarding her death. Sinatra's insights into these relationships and the potential secrets Monroe held provided a compelling context for his suspicions about her demise. Sinatra's protective instinct extended beyond emotional support. He often took steps to ensure Monroe's safety and well-being. This was evident in various accounts of their interactions, where Sinatra would intervene when he believed Monroe was being taken advantage of or was in a precarious situation. He was acutely aware of the dangers that lurked in the shadows of Hollywood's glittering lights, dangers that Monroe, with her trusting nature, was particularly susceptible to. Moreover, Sinatra's connections with influential figures in both the entertainment industry and the underworld gave him access to information that few others had. He moved in circles where the lines between legal and illegal activities often blurred, and his friendships with mob figures like Sam Giancana added another layer of complexity to his understanding of Monroe's circumstances. These connections also meant that Sinatra was well placed to hear rumors and whispers that might not have reached more conventional ears. The memoir's revelations. Frank Sinatra's recent posthumous revelation about Marilyn Monroe's death comes from Tony Appadisano's memoir, Sinatra and Me in the Wee Small Hours. According to Appadisano, Sinatra believed that Monroe's death was not a suicide but a murder orchestrated by powerful figures, either within the Kennedy family or the mafia. Sinatra's suspicions stemmed from Monroe's close relationships with both John F. Kennedy and Robert F. Kennedy. Appadisano asserts that Monroe was planning a press conference to announce her renewed relationship with Joe DiMaggio, which was rumored to include revelations about her affairs with the Kennedy brothers. Sinatra allegedly thought this impending press conference posed a significant threat to the Kennedys, which might have led to her being silenced. The memoir details that Sinatra received information from mob sources and his lawyer, Mickey Rudin, who had ties to both the legal and criminal worlds. Sinatra believed that either the Kennedys or the mob, led by Sam Giancana, were involved in her death to prevent her from divulging sensitive information that could have caused a scandal, the press conference that never happened. One of the key points in Sinatra's theory revolves around a press conference Monroe was reportedly planning to hold. According to Appadisano, Monroe intended to announce her reunion with her ex-husband Joe DiMaggio. However, rumors suggested that she might also reveal details about her relationships with the Kennedy brothers, potentially exposing sensitive information that could have damaged their political careers. Sinatra believed that the mere anticipation of this press conference was enough to place Monroe in grave danger. The knowledge she possessed and the potential fallout from its disclosure made her a significant threat to powerful figures. The Nebule Suppository Theory. Appadisano's memoir details a chilling account from various sources, including mobsters and Sinatra's lawyer, Mickey Rudin, who had close ties to the mafia. According to these sources, Monroe was murdered using a Nebule suppository. This method would have been nearly undetectable at the time and could explain the high levels of barbiturates found in her system during the autopsy. The Nebule suppository theory suggests that Marilyn Monroe's death on August 5, 1962, was not a suicide by ingesting barbiturates, as the official reports state, but rather a calculated murder involving the administration of a Nebule suppository. Nembutal, a barbiturate, is a powerful sedative often used for treating severe insomnia and as an anesthetic. It is highly lethal in large doses. Monroe's official autopsy report indicated that she died from acute barbiturate poisoning, with high levels of nembutal and chloral hydrate found in her system. According to Appadisano's memoir, Sinatra and Me in the Wee Small Hours, Sinatra believed that Monroe did not ingest the fatal dose of Nebule orally. Instead, he speculated that she was administered the drug via a suppository. This method of administration would be less likely to leave traces in the stomach, thus aligning with the lack of pill residue found during the autopsy. Sinatra's suspicions were further fueled by conversations with individuals who claimed that either the Kennedys or the mafia were involved in Monroe's death. The mafia, in particular, had a vested interest in protecting their operations and connections with influential political figures, making Monroe's potential revelations a serious threat. Previous theories. The theory that Marilyn Monroe was murdered is not new. Over the years, numerous authors, journalists, and biographers have proposed various scenarios involving the Kennedys, the CIA, and the mafia. These theories often highlight Monroe's precarious position as a confidante to some of the most powerful men in America and the potential repercussions of her knowledge becoming public. Impact of the allegations. The impact of allegations, particularly in the context of Frank Sinatra's views on Marilyn Monroe's death, reveals the profound ripple effects such accusations can have on individuals, their legacies, and societal perceptions. Allegations surrounding Marilyn Monroe's death have ranged from conspiracy theories to claims of foul play, contributing to a cloud of speculation that has persisted for decades. Frank Sinatra, who had a close relationship with Monroe during their careers, reportedly held strong opinions about her untimely demise. His perspectives, whether expressed publicly or inferred through indirect statements and biographical accounts, have added layers to the ongoing discourse surrounding Monroe's life and tragic death. For individuals like Sinatra, who find themselves connected to high-profile allegations, the repercussions can be deeply personal and enduring. In Sinatra's case, his association with Monroe and subsequent scrutiny could have affected his public image, professional relationships, and personal well-being. Allegations, even if unsubstantiated or speculative, can cast long shadows over one's reputation and legacy, influencing how history remembers them and shaping public opinion. Organizations linked to such allegations, including entertainment industries and media outlets, also bear significant consequences. The handling of sensitive information and the portrayal of events related to Monroe's death, for instance, can sway public sentiment, trigger legal actions, and impact industry practices. The media's role in disseminating information and shaping narratives amplifies the impact of allegations, potentially overshadowing factual details with sensationalized coverage and conjecture. Re-examining Monroe's final days. Re-examining Marilyn Monroe's final days provides a poignant window into the complexities of her life, the challenges she faced, and the enduring mysteries surrounding her death. Monroe, a cultural icon renowned for her beauty and talent, also struggled with personal demons and the pressures of fame, factors that contributed to the fascination and speculation surrounding her untimely passing. In the weeks leading up to her death on August 5, 1962, Monroe's life appeared tumultuous. Reports of her erratic behavior, missed appointments, and reliance on medications surfaced, painting a picture of a woman grappling with emotional turmoil and health issues. These accounts, coupled with her history of substance use and strained relationships, added layers of complexity to understanding her state of mind during this period. Monroe's interactions with key figures in her life, including her physicians, colleagues, and acquaintances, have been scrutinized in efforts to unravel the events leading to her death. Allegations of negligence or foul play have persisted over the years, prompting multiple investigations and conspiracy theories that continue to intrigue historians, biographers, and the public alike. The circumstances surrounding Monroe's death, officially ruled as a probable suicide by overdose, have been subject to ongoing debate and reevaluation. Questions about the adequacy of the initial investigation, the handling of evidence, and the motives of those close to Monroe at the time have fueled speculation about alternative explanations for her demise. Monroe's final days symbolize broader themes of vulnerability and resilience in the face of fame. Her struggles with mental health, the pressures of celebrity, and the complexities of personal relationships resonate with contemporary discussions about the toll of stardom and the importance of mental wellness in public figures. Re-examining Monroe's final days thus invites a nuanced exploration of her legacy beyond the glamour and allure associated with her name. It prompts reflection on issues of mental health awareness, the ethical responsibilities of the media in reporting on celebrities, and the enduring impact of cultural icons on our collective consciousness. Ultimately, Monroe's story serves as a reminder of the complexities of human experience and the enduring fascination with those who captivate the public imagination. As her final days continue to be re-examined and debated, they offer lessons in empathy, understanding, and the importance of preserving the dignity and legacy of individuals who have left an indelible mark on history. The day of her death. On August 4, 1962, the day before her death, Monroe spent the afternoon with her psychiatrist, Dr. Ralph Greenson. That evening, she spoke on the phone with several friends, including actor Peter Lawford, who was married to Patricia Kennedy, John F. Kennedy's sister. According to reports, Monroe's conversations that night were disjointed and troubling, with Lawford later claiming she sounded like she was in a deep depression. Monroe was found dead in her Brentwood home in the early hours of August 5th. Her housekeeper, Eunice Murray, discovered her body and called Monroe's psychiatrist, who arrived shortly thereafter and pronounced her dead. The subsequent investigation ruled her death a probable suicide, but inconsistencies in the autopsy report and the hurried manner in which the investigation was conducted have fueled suspicions ever since. The legacy of Sinatra's belief. Frank Sinatra's beliefs and perspectives on various issues, including his views on Marilyn Monroe's death, have left a lasting legacy that extends beyond his music career. Sinatra, often regarded as one of the greatest entertainers of the 20th century, was known for his strong convictions and outspoken nature, which influenced not only his personal life but also public discourse and cultural perceptions. Sinatra's belief in the importance of loyalty and friendship was a hallmark of his personality. His close relationship with Marilyn Monroe, though brief and tumultuous, reflected his deep empathy for her struggles and his desire to protect those he cared about in an often unforgiving industry. Sinatra's views on Monroe's death, characterized by his skepticism towards official accounts and his insistence on uncovering the truth, underscored his commitment to seeking justice and understanding in the face of tragedy. Beyond Monroe, Sinatra's beliefs shaped his advocacy for civil rights and social justice. He used his platform to challenge racial discrimination and inequality, aligning himself with prominent civil rights leaders and participating in initiatives aimed at promoting equality and fairness. Sinatra's outspoken support for these causes not only influenced public opinion, but also paved the way for greater awareness and progress in American society. Sinatra's legacy also resonates in his contributions to the entertainment industry. As a singer and actor, he redefined standards of excellence in artistry, setting benchmarks that continue to inspire generations of performers. His belief in the power of music to transcend boundaries and unite people of diverse backgrounds remains a cornerstone of his enduring influence on popular culture. Sinatra's personal life, marked by triumphs and challenges, continues to fascinate and intrigue audiences worldwide. His relationships with prominent figures, from presidents to Hollywood stars, offer insights into the intersection of celebrity, politics, and influence in 20th century America. Sinatra's legacy as a cultural icon and symbol of resilience continues to be celebrated through retrospectives, biographies, and tributes that honor his impact on music, film, and society at large. The call for further investigation. The call for further investigation into Marilyn Monroe's death persists as a testament to enduring questions and uncertainties surrounding her passing. Despite the official ruling of probable suicide by overdose in 1962, numerous inconsistencies and lingering suspicions have fueled demands for a more comprehensive inquiry. Critics cite discrepancies in the initial investigation, including the handling of evidence and the abrupt closure of the case, as reasons for skepticism. Allegations of possible foul play or negligence involving Monroe's inner circle, coupled with her reported state of mind and precarious personal circumstances at the time, continue to raise doubts about the official narrative. Advocates for further investigation argue that modern forensic techniques and advancements in investigative practices could potentially shed new light on the events leading to Monroe's death. They emphasize the importance of uncovering the truth not only for historical accuracy but also to provide closure to Monroe's legacy and address lingering doubts that have persisted for decades. Ultimately, the call for further investigation underscores a quest for justice, transparency, and a deeper understanding of one of Hollywood's most enduring mysteries, ensuring that Monroe's memory is honored with integrity and clarity. One thing remains abundantly clear: her story continues to captivate and intrigue us 6 decades later. From her humble beginnings to becoming a global icon of beauty and talent, Monroe's life was a series of triumphs and tribulations, played out against the backdrop of Hollywood's golden age. Her untimely death on August 5, 1962, marked by conflicting accounts and enduring conspiracy theories, has sparked debates about power, influence, and the darker side of fame. The recent revelations and allegations, particularly those stemming from Frank Sinatra's circle, add layers of complexity to her legacy, raising poignant questions about justice and the price of silence. Yet, amidst the shadows of speculation, Marilyn Monroe endures as a symbol of resilience and vulnerability, challenging our perceptions of stardom and the personal toll it can exact. Her legacy extends beyond the silver screen, inspiring discussions on mental health, celebrity culture, and the complexities of human experience. As we reflect on Monroe's enduring allure and the mysteries that surround her, we are reminded of the importance of seeking truth and understanding, even in the face of elusive answers. Her life, though tragically short, continues to illuminate the complexities of fame, power dynamics, and the enduring quest for justice. Her story remains a sharp reminder of the fragility behind the glamour, a reminder that resonates through history, shaping our understanding of the individuals who become icons and the complexities of the worlds they inhabit.